Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we dive into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on a musical legend who left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, Ritchie Valens. This charismatic singer-songwriter may have had a tragically short career, but his impact on rock and roll is still felt to this day. From his humble beginnings in California's San Fernando Valley to his rise as a teen idol, Ritchie Valens' story is one of passion, perseverance, and pure talent. Born Richard Stephen Valenzuela on May 13, 1941, in Pacoima, California, Ritchie grew up in a vibrant Mexican-American community that would later inspire his unique blend of traditional and modern music. His parents, Concepcion Concha Reyes and Stephen Valenzuela, were both from Mexico, and they instilled in Ritchie a deep love for their cultural heritage. The family lived in a small house on Silmar Avenue, surrounded by the rolling hills and orange groves of the San Fernando Valley. As a child, Ritchie was fascinated by music, and he spent hours listening to his father's old records, featuring traditional Mexican songs like La Cucaracha and El Mariachi. He was also drawn to the sounds of American rock and roll, which were becoming increasingly popular in the late 1950s. Artists like Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, and Little Richard would later influence Ritchie's own music, but it was his family's cultural traditions that provided the foundation for his unique sound. Ritchie attended San Fernando High School, where he met his future wife, Donna Ludwig, and began to develop his musical talents. He formed a band with his friends called the Silhouettes, and they played at local dances and parties, performing a mix of rock and roll and traditional Mexican music. It was during this period that Ritchie began to experiment with songwriting, drawing on his own experiences and emotions to craft songs that would later become iconic hits. Growing up in the 1950s, Ritchie was also exposed to the vibrant cultural landscape of Los Angeles, where Mexican-American youth were forging their own unique identity. The streets of East Los Angeles, with their colorful murals, lively street vendors, and pulsating rhythms, provided the perfect backdrop for Ritchie's musical evolution. He would often attend concerts at the legendary $1 Million Theater, where he saw performers like Ritchie's idol, Chuck Berry, and was inspired by their energy and showmanship. As we explore the early life of Ritchie Valens, it's clear that his experiences, from his family background to his cultural surroundings, laid the groundwork for his future success. The spark of creativity was ignited in those formative years, and it wouldn't be long before Ritchie would make his mark on the music world. His love of music, his dedication to his craft, and his unique cultural perspective all combined to create a talented young artist who was destined for greatness. Ritchie's family played a significant role in shaping his early life and career. His mother, Concha, was a talented singer and musician in her own right, and she encouraged Ritchie to pursue his passion for music. His father, Stephen, was a construction worker who struggled to make ends meet, but he instilled in Ritchie a strong work ethic and a sense of determination that would serve him well in the years to come. As Ritchie entered his teenage years, he began to focus more seriously on his music, teaching himself to play the guitar and experimenting with different styles and genres. He was particularly drawn to the sounds of doo-wop and rhythm and blues, which were popular among Mexican-American youth in the 1950s. Artists like the Platters and the Coasters would later influence Ritchie's own music, but it was his unique blend of traditional and modern influences that set him apart from other performers. In May 1958, Ritchie recorded his debut single, "Come On, Let's Go," which became an instant hit, reaching number 42 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The song's success was a testament to Ritchie's unique blend of traditional Mexican music and modern rock and roll, and it paved the way for his future hits. One of Ritchie's most iconic songs, La Bamba, was recorded in October 1958, and it would go on to become one of his signature tunes. The song, which translates to The Bamba in English, is a traditional Mexican folk song that Ritchie adapted into a rock and roll anthem. With its driving beat, catchy melody, and Ritchie's distinctive vocals, La Bamba became a massive hit, reaching number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Ritchie's music was not only popular among Mexican-American youth, but also crossed over to a wider audience, appealing to fans of all backgrounds. His unique sound, which blended traditional and modern influences, helped to pave the way for future generations of Latinx artists. In addition to his musical talents, Ritchie was also known for his charismatic stage presence and energetic live performances. He would often perform at local dances and concerts, where he would wow audiences with his dancing and singing. Ritchie's idol, Chuck Berry, was a major influence on his stage style, and he would often incorporate Berry's signature moves into his own performances. As Ritchie's popularity grew, so did the demand for his music. He released several more singles, including Donna, which became one of his most beloved songs. The song, which tells the story of a love that has gone wrong, features Ritchie's soaring vocals and a memorable melody that has become synonymous with 1950s rock and roll. Ritchie's success was not limited to his music alone. He also became a teen idol, with his good looks and charming personality making him a favorite among young fans. He would often appear in magazines and newspapers, where he would talk about his music, his inspirations, and his hopes for the future. Despite his rapid rise to fame, Ritchie remained humble and grounded, never forgetting his roots or the community that had supported him from the beginning. He continued to perform at local venues and to support up-and-coming artists, using his platform to promote the music and culture of his heritage. As we continued to explore the life and legacy of Ritchie Valens, it's clear that his impact on rock and roll was profound and lasting. His unique sound, which blended traditional and modern influences, helped to pave the way for future generations of Latinx artists, and his music continues to inspire fans around the world. Ritchie was just 17 years old when he died, but in his short career, he had already made a significant impact on the music industry. His unique sound, which blended traditional Mexican music with modern rock and roll, had helped to pave the way for future generations of Latinx artists. Ritchie's music also crossed over to a wider audience, appealing to fans of all backgrounds and helping to break down cultural barriers. In the aftermath of his death, Ritchie's music continued to live on, inspiring new generations of fans and artists alike. His iconic songs, such as La Bamba and Donna, remain popular to this day, and his influence can be heard in the music of countless other artists who have followed in his footsteps. Ritchie's legacy extends far beyond his music, however. He also helped to pave the way for future generations of Latinx artists, showing them that it was possible to succeed in the music industry while staying true to their cultural heritage. Ritchie's story has inspired countless young people to pursue their dreams, regardless of their background or circumstances. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Ritchie Valens, it's clear that his impact on rock and roll was profound and lasting. His unique sound, which blended traditional and modern influences, helped to pave the way for future generations of Latinx artists, and his music continues to inspire fans around the world. As Ritchie himself once said, "Music is the universal language, and it can bring people together like nothing else can." Ritchie's music may have been cut short, but its impact will be felt for generations to come. In conclusion, Ritchie Valens' life was a testament to the power of music, to transcend borders, cultures, and time itself. His legacy continues to inspire new generations of fans and artists alike, and his music remains an important part of rock and roll history. As we remember Ritchie's life and career, we are reminded of the enduring impact that one person can have on the world and the importance of staying true to one's cultural heritage. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life and legacy of Ritchie Valens. His music may be gone, but it will never be forgotten. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.